Okay. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Okay, let's see. So I got a bit to talk about. I took notes. Sloppy, terrible handwriting notes. I have the worst handwriting. Okay, I shouldn't say that, because someone will challenge me and produce something even more terrible, and then I'll lose. And I don't want to lose a worst handwriting contest. That would be embarrassing. For the person with worse handwriting than me. Okay, anyway, let's see this. Alright, hey there, Buster. Alright. So, I played around with this for about 10 minutes trying to understand it. Trying to understand what I'm looking at, and there's still more to figure out, but I'm absolutely mystified as to how a couple of things work, where it derives its numbers from. But we'll kind of go over what we got here, what I've been able to figure out at least. So, there aren't any events. I have my stats here. My kingdom is an evil kingdom, so that's good, I guess. I guess people don't mind. Everyone wants to flock to live here, so, you know. Alright, so I got all my different stats for my kingdom here. They told me last time if any of them go below 0, my kingdom will crash and perish. I don't know what crisis points are. I have 1 village! Yay! That's a big old kingdom. But I'm not 100% sure what many of these things do. I mean, I can guess what a military does. I probably want an economy. Some of these things I don't even know how to affect. But we'll come back to all of that. Projects are pretty straightforward. I have projects, they cost things, I need to have advisors working on them. I basically have to delegate these tasks. I have a couple of trade agreements that are being offered. Okay, this actually isn't a trade agreement. This is that thing that guy was offering me. They'll give me a big old starting fund of 500 points that I can spend to build things and do stuff. But I have to work exclusively, I have to sign an exclusive deal with his guild. And honestly, I find myself shying away from those kind of agreements. I want long-term games. Although a really powerful infusion to get the gears running, to get things churning, might be good in the long run. I don't know what signing exclusivity with this guild will mean. Probably it will mean that they can charge me whatever they want down the road. Possibly it will mean that other guilds that could have offered me great shit won't even show up. I got a guy who wants to become my religious leader and build a shrine to the stag god. I don't know if I want to my kingdom worshipping the stag god, but I have the opportunity to pillage the temple of the elk, or I could spend a bunch of money rebuilding the temple of the elk. I'm not sure what the special region upgrade is. I don't know exactly what that gets me. Again, I'm kind of playing blindly, but now this set is interesting. I can take any of my companions and send them to train, and if I'm reading this right, they'll be brought up to the level of my main character. I think that's what this means. So that would be pretty cool. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's Kingmaker, because I've ousted the bandits. I've taken over the region. I have made myself the king, and now I'm going to be building a kingdom. And all of my adventuring is going to plug into being a king. dealing with problems and stuff. If we get attacked by a bunch of boggarts or something, that kind of stuff. It's going to all be about building and expanding your kingdom as you go. Alright, so moving on. Claim outskirts. Okay, that's one last thing here. I'd love to do it, but again, everything is tied to advisors. And here's where the trouble starts. Hey there, Peter. Glad to see you dropping by. Okay, so here is, I think, all the characters that I have. There's a pretty good number of guys here. Most of them are like level 1, but hey, you know, whatever. I can level them up with those quests. So I only have 5 advisor... I can only delegate 5 positions right now. I know there's going to be more. So I'm trying to figure out what makes this number here. So I used my characters, the ones I created, as a baseline to try to figure out what makes these numbers. For some reason, one of my characters isn't showing up here. The one who died and was brought back. Don't know what's up with that. But for one of the ones I do have, you can see they range from -6 to +1. Okay. I wrote down like each of their numbers on each of the positions. So here we're ranging, well, again, from -6 up to a 0 for making them a military general, which surprised me because my guys should be pretty good at the whole military thing. Treasurer, we really suck. But you can see the difference of a -4 versus a -2 on the 2 summoners. The only differences between these two are a couple of intelligence points and a few and different skill choices. And so I thought by looking at their skills, I could figure out what was going on, what these different positions were calling for, but I really don't know. Like, even having high points in knowledge religion didn't seem to impact your ability to be a high priest. I looked the characters up and down, every which way, their stats, their skills, everything, and I cannot figure out where these numbers are coming from. I don't know if their classes plug into it, but I do know that every single time they suck in comparison to the pre-made characters. Now, the actual pre-made companions here, well, they have caveats under them about how they want to solve the problems. And that makes me leery, because I don't know what... She always solves problems peacefully. Is that going to be an issue? Strives to follow the letter of the law. Well, that's great, except I don't know what the letter of the law is. Which is pretty bad considering I'm king, but I have no idea what my laws are right now. This guy makes decisions that favor both his own interests and those of the barony. I don't know what his interests are. I don't know this guy. And so I'm stuck going, what do I do? Tristan cares for the people over all other concerns. Might be good in a counselor position, but I don't know. See, both of these people prefer a direct approach. I definitely am not putting a hothead in charge of my military. No way. I don't care what number you put here. If you're hot-headed, you're not commanding my military. I think I can swap them out freely, yeah. So I'm just going to put her in. We're just going to try to put what we have in play for the moment. But, so I have nobody I could do as a good treasurer. Like, my best is a -2, but I need a treasurer. Oh, it's terrible. Alright. So now you just sit on the... No, I'm still going to be running around RPGing. I just have to come back at least once a month to sit on the throne and make decisions. don't expect a perfect advisory board. I don't, but effective solutions. But what do you mean by unusual? Would the people be less... See, I'm worried he's going to upset everyone with his decisions. This guy here is like, I'm not going to piss people off. Okay, you're not going to drive everyone up the wall. You're not as good at it, and it doesn't say that you're going to be effective. I don't know if I would trust this dwarf to manage anything. I'll let Harem be in charge for the moment, and we'll see what kind of effective solutions the evil cleric has. I'm just going to put Tristan in charge of here for now. I don't know what else to do. And that leaves us with Regent for community. I don't know, I kind of feel like Octavia might be the best solution. As a link between the Baron and the people. I think somebody who's too lawful... I just don't know what to think of this guy. So I think I'm going to let Octavia be in charge for the moment. I don't know. Alright, let's see if we're allowed to work any of the projects. Then we can get to actual construction and city building. Which is even more mystifying, but in different ways. Okay, trade agreement with Sertova. Each city in the barony will gain an extra $5 a week. Well, I only have a village, but still, that'd be $1 every week. Oh, shit, that costs a lot and takes a long time. Okay, well, foreign relations isn't really a thing we're good at. I'm not going to agree to that one. Let's see. To build a shrine dedicated to it. Well, he's willing to do it for free. I'll let Harem do this. Unusual but effective solutions. I'm just gonna build it in the middle of a swamp. What an effective location. But it is unusual. The parishioners have to deal with all the biting insects and the fact that the floor is 3 inches of stagnant water in it at all times. And it stinks. But it is effective. Alright, I'm going to put him on that. And I'm going to choose to rebuild the Temple of the Elk. It's going to cost me a good chunk of my stuff and cost 60 days. And oh, crap. Well, alright, fine, whatever. We'll come back to that one. 7 days from now. Okay, I can be back in 7 days. Alright, next up, training. I didn't see Lindsay as an even offered to be an advisor. Alright. I'm gonna train Octavia. And I'm gonna train... Harem, you're one of my advisors. I'm gonna have her train you. Okay, there we go. Alright, next up... Good, you're pretty good at this. And we're going to make a claim to increase our regions. And whoa, what's happening? Days are passing. Whoa, I'm not done doing things. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I think I understand what just happened. Okay. One of your barony stats reached 20 points. It's time to increase its rank. First, meet with advisors and discuss the future of the state. To do so, return to your capital, click on the button. After you talk to an advisor and make a decision, the new kingdom project will become available. Increase your stat rank. Take advice. 14 days to complete the project. Okay. Okay. Well, I have things I wanted to do in Tuskdale. I was gonna build buildings. Okay, so here we have a more of a city builder kind of thing. Alright. Looks like I've gained some points. Oh, is the stream quiet? It shouldn't be. Whatever could be the problem. Hold on. No, everything should be pretty good. Here, I'll jack things up a bit more. Let's see how high I can push things. There should be game sound. I spent a while dicking with it to make sure. It's definitely got audio. It's just the game is being quiet. It's got some birds chirping and stuff. Not a lot. Yeah, it does. It's just being really quiet. Like it's being really quiet for me too. The game is just being. It's got like just birds chirping and ambient sound right now. Alright, anyway, building things. Alright. I wish I had gotten this stuff first. Alright, I would like a... Every single one of these does things, and then they do more things based on if they're adjacent to something. I have nothing for culture and nothing for espionage. Honestly, I think I need to be making points of every kind. I'm going to start with piers. This gives me an economy. Can be upgraded to a marina. And I believe there was a couple of buildings that get bonuses from having one in town. Okay. The Lumberjack gives +1 relations and located with a settlement with piers, but you can't build a sacred grove if you have a lumberyard. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't think the lumberyard needs to be near anything. The windmill has to be separate from the rest of your settlements, so I'm going to stick that over there. It gives a bonus if you've got a granary and a brewery, so I could build more lumberyards. Okay, affects windmill. Now the brewery wants you to have a tavern and a windmill. Fair enough. Let's slap down a tavern, +1 economy, +1 espionage if adjacent to a barracks, and it also wants to be adjacent to a longhouse. Well, guess what? We can do that. Ah, but this also wants to be adjacent to a longhouse. I can't do both. So I'm going to put it here. I should have probably put the longhouse in the middle. I'll make sure I do that in the future. Maybe as we expand this, we'll get more slots. Shop. Wants to be next to the tavern. Perfect. How much cash do I still have? I have 54 bucks left! Alright, what can we do? A smithy? Wants to be adjacent to the shop. And stocks! A wooden structure designed to put criminals on display and give the townsfolk a chance to mock them. +1 to solving problems in this region. Restricted to baronies with the evil alignment. Well, we're evil, so this... Wait, why do you need to be evil to use the stocks? Like, everyone in the Middle Ages had stocks. Why does it even take up an entire space? It's not that big. I'd understand if I was building, like, a dungeon. Alright, anyway. By the way, do you have any DLCs? I think I have all of them, actually. I would like to get this wooden wall, but I'm out of cash now. RIP headphone users? Why? What happened? I haven't tried Freedom Planet. It looks good. I always meant to try it, but I just never did. I never got to it. Alright. We spent everything. Now let's see. Success! The first shrine in your capital will be built free of charge. I didn't build a shrine. That's what that earmark was on it. I thought he was going to build a shrine, but instead it's just, okay, you can build a free shrine. Okay, fine, whatever. Well, when we expand, we'll build one. I don't know. I don't know how to build a settlement. Maybe I have to go out as adventurers and discover the spot. Octavia's training. Your companion's leveled up. Cool. Harem's training. He's leveled up. Okay, I hope that increases their bonuses as advice. Oh, I probably have to spend the levels. What is this? Some half-elf trading fabric in the capital discovered a loophole in the law which made it possible to avoid paying most taxes. The news spread quickly to the merchants' guilds. Measures should be taken immediately. Okay, it's a DC 13. Crisis points. Maybe I should just let them have no taxes for a while. Then they'll build up a whole bunch of crap and then we start taxing them. Might be good. My voice level shot up. Okay. I apologize for that. I'm making an adjustment now. You'll have to let me know if this is better. I think so. My capital currently qualifies as a village, and they have towns and cities listed, so I believe so. +3 loyalty on success or triumph. What's the difference between a success and a triumph? Alright, well, he only needs to roll an 8 or up. So, yeah, 65%. Okay, yeah, it literally just tells you. Fine. Alright. Harem has a request. Well, that's great. Counselor awaits in the throne room. To the throne room! Alright. Greetings, Baron. I'm sorry to take you away from your other affairs, but the people need you. When the stolen lands were freed from the Stag Lord, the people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by the swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new Baron, nor what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler for all, or only for those of wealth and status? Only for those of wealth and status, but that's because my plan is to make sure that everyone has wealth and status. Seems fair, right? Let's reassure your people. Show them where your favor truly rests. Perhaps a small celebration would help to win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount on an luxurious dinner for the wealthiest of your barony, but I recommend organizing a fair for the common people. The ones upon whose shoulders your power truly rests. You have a good point. The common people are basically what you build off of. I don't think I have 20 BP left. Oh, gain 20. Oh. Why can't I just spend BP and do both? This probably boosts my economy, but I am new, very new to being a baron, and I don't want my people to revolt. I've been told that it's very easy for your kingdom to collapse if you're not careful and you just get a game over. So we'll appease the common people. How did that create culture? Okay. My intention is that there will be no poor and downtrodden, because they'll all be rich! All of us! That's the plan. We'll begin by looting and pillaging everything that's not us in the surrounding area. That's how you do it, right? What, trade relations? Why would we do trade relations? Aram looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers through his beard and clears his throat a few times. I heard... not that it's important, but... well... I heard that an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of the Five Kings runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one. But the road itself is still there, and possibly not only a road. Well, I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Okay. I mean, I don't want you in my party, but I guess I can take you to dwarven ruins. It's fine. It's fine. I wonder what he's scheming. Yeah, guys, I was at Oleg's trading post today and noticed old Boken was standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. Oh, this is most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is a knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his skills, since the locals need nothing more than the simplest of healing potions. And then it struck me. Why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions and tinctures would certainly prove most useful to you. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or from some other merchant. Okay. I guess I have to go there to hire him. Yes, I have to travel there to talk to him. Alright, so I think we're good. The Bard lands are plenty good. What are you doing here? Alright, I made you an advisor. That's right. Moving on. Ah, there you go! See, it's simple! Poor people aren't citizens. They have no rights! What, we're an evil barony. It literally says that
Hello,
we're...
my savior.
Oh,
You
hi.
asked if we'd meet again. And here I am.
I should probably keep the land spirits happy, considering that they sought somebody else to depose the last guy who pissed them off. Yeah, I probably should keep the nature spirits happy. Darn! There goes my plan to build giant coal pits and pile up giant tire fires. It would have been a great way to keep the town warm. Huge tire fires. But, alright, fine. Fine. We can balance things.
I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers.
Are you guys able to hear her voice acting?
Growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins, long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lord, and come alone. A nymph's reward
But what if I get ambushed while traveling? Alright, fine, I suppose.
So long. I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter snow.
Alright then. Yeah, I don't know what happened with it. I've got... Everything was working fine yesterday, and then it poops out on me today again. But I can do this. Because I have backups! Backup plans! Okay. How audible are we on a scale from 1 to I can hear the game? Alright, let's visit our one merchant. Oh wait, we got more than one merchant. Hassuf. I should probably talk to him and figure out what he's into, but... Flames from hell burn inside this woman. I could not live with her for even 6 months. Bitterness and passion one day, screaming and scandal the next. Sometimes she would break into my office during business meetings to make a jealous scene. Sometimes pull me by my collar from the finest taverns in town. I couldn't sleep. I was nervous all the time. Yeah, it sounds like you married somebody who has a mental illness. Leaving her and remaining in the city would have been impossible. So you ran to the ends of the earth to escape? Okay. You ran to my evil barony to escape a terrible ex. Understood. Perhaps it was I who unleashed the tornado in her. If somehow I'd behaved differently. I have a persuasion skill of about 1,000,000. I could probably... But I don't care. I want you as a merchant here. Let's see. Alright, let's see what you have. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, +2. Not bad. He has 1,000 quarterstaffs. He has 1,000 of them. Wow. What is this? Oh my gosh, look at this tower shield. It has a fire resistance of 10. You know, you raise a good point. Have you seen a cleric? I mean, it's probably just a regular old, like, you know, borderline personality disorder thing going on, you know, or any of a dozen other things. But it could be a demonic possession. You should probably have had a priest look at her, just in case, because that is the kind of world we live in here. Oh, this actually I would like to have, but, that's a lot of money. But it is nice. Oh, what is this? Okay. Alright. Bonuses of the same type usually don't stack, but luck bonuses do. So I don't know why you're writing that on it. Luck and dodge are like the few bonuses I can name that stack with themselves. Oh. Look at this thing. Do you think this would work on an Eidolon? Probably not. Let's... Okay, we gotta... Oh, I need this. I need every belt of dex I can get. +2 enhancement bonus on Constitution. Instead of becoming fatigued after raging, the wearer takes 1 damage each round. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Huh. Clubs of dueling... I need this. I need this. Ooh, +5 to perception checks. I need these. Okay, I don't have a telekineticist. A phylactery, what? Oh, that's good. The ethereal hunter. Okay, alright. Oh. He sells alchemists. Look at all this cool. Oh my gosh, he's got a wand of fireballs. Oh man, my bard can use this. Oh shit, they have a bag of holding. Ah, it's only 200 pounds. You know what? We're pretty good on weight this time. Oh, what's this? Oh my gosh, he sells... How do you sell build points? I can buy BP and then build more crap in my kingdom. I've run out of space, of course, but how many of these could I buy? Obviously not that many. 80 apiece, 10, 100. I could get 150. Oh my gosh, that brings a whole new dimension to the prices. Of course I'll need rations. You always need rations. Insanely heavy, stupid ration. Oh, crowbar. I should have a crowbar. Dinosaur bones. Oh, and some food. Oh, and rope. I should always have rope. I lost my rope on that one time. Jeez. I literally went in and redlined the audio before. Let me see what I can do. Alright, hold on. I can try to fix it one other way, and we'll see if it works better. One moment. God, I need all the things. Seriously, a wand of fireballs! Oh, that would be amazing! So many problems. I need everything. I need all of it. These two spot charms. Well, that's just great. Hold on. See, I had it balanced correctly before. I've literally changed... Okay, get this. I haven't even done anything yet. All I did was unplug the headphones and plug the headphones back in. All the settings are identical. And it's that much louder. I do not comprehend what is going on with OBS, but... everything about the sound has completely lost its mind lately. Like, I literally touched nothing. Okay, I'm continuing to adjust. Continuing to adjust. How's this? Alright. In the meantime, I need to put these on. Okay. Which one of us is my spotter? It's my ranger, of course. Of course it would be. Boop! You know, the goggles slot should be separate from the helmet slot. It's actually a different slot. But they don't give us the full range of magic item slots. They're just like, nah, goggles, that's just a type of helmet. So if you're wearing a headband, well, you're out of luck on the goggles. I don't mind too much. I'm an evil barony. Can I come up with some excuse to seize all my merchant's assets? Some pretense? Show me your wares. Yep, it's a scroll shop. My gosh, what a selection! Oh, I really want that wand of fireballs, but I kind of want to buy the build points. And this is an armorer. Oh my gosh, Mithril full plate. Hold up. Max dex of 3. Oh wow, max dex of 5. Okay, hold on. Oh, that price tag. Oh! Okay. Oh, adamant full plate. This would give 3 points of damage reduction for being adamant. Oh, that's ridiculously good. Okay, hold up. Okay. My fighters specifically have the class feature armor training. Why is your dexterity 1? Something is terribly, terribly, terribly wrong with this guy after his resurrection. We spent 2 weeks passing time a minute ago. Has this character been eternally broken for reasons that I can't comprehend? Because with a dex of 1, he ceases to have any value as an archer. Whatever, we'll ignore that for the moment. Okay, I can deal up to a +6. Plus the armor training. That archer could take the mithril breastplate to its limit. He could use his full dex bonus while having 6 armor class. But he's an archer. He's never in the front row. Oh, that's so good, though. The game could be louder. Alright, I'll make one last adjustment. Alright. Well, I guess that's all my merchants. Huh. This is the crap I set them to build, isn't it? Cages with skeletons in them. Well, that does seem like something an evil barony would have. Can't argue with the decor choices. Yes, but here's the problem I've been having. Okay, here's the problem I've been having. I can test my stream. Everything can be perfect. I can then start the stream, and the sound settings are just different. I don't touch anything. I can't explain what the hell happens. But literally, I can do a stream where everything's perfect, and then I can do another stream and everything's broken. When I haven't touched anything. Like, I literally haven't touched anything. And I can't comprehend what's going on. Like you guys saw, all I did when it was too quiet was I unplugged the headphones. I'm like, I'm fine, I'll just let the microphone pick up the audio from the TV. Okay, I'll try again. I plugged the headphones in and suddenly it's 1,000 times too loud. All I did was unplug them and plug them in. And the sound went crazy. Why? It's utterly baffling what's been happening lately. Well, I mean, yeah, if I want to... Yeah, I mean, I could sit down and just be like, okay, everybody, 5 minutes of testing while I sort things out. Usually I just let you guys tell me if it works or broken. I'm going to adjust accordingly. Okay, let's see. Hold on. You. Okay, hold on. Now, I don't know what stats and numbers we actually need to be proper advisors, because I couldn't figure that out. So, I'm just going to try to level you guys up as best I can. What the hell are you? You're a rogue? Oh. Oh, you're a rogue wizard! I guess you're working your way towards Arcane Trickster? Alright, you're gonna have to be level 3 in each of them. That's fine. Okay. So... she has really high stats here. Which ones are relevant? I bet perception helps in your job. Maybe knowledge of the world helps you make people happy? I don't know. Persuasion might have been good, actually. Persuasion would be a smart choice. We'll give you some rogue levels in a moment. Wow! There's a feat that just lets you have another D6 sneak attack. But no, you probably want skill points. It's not like I'm ever going to take you adventuring, hardly. If I do, it will be more as an escort mission. I guess you could learn those. I don't know. You're a wizard. You can just learn all the spells. Okay, then you'll take a rogue level. Okay, we'll get your... oh, your intelligence. More skill points that way. There you go. You have every single skill, and you're good at all of them. Okay, great. Persuasion, perception. Probably need more in those knowledge skills. Skill focus. Oh, you already have skill focus trickery. I'm going to give you persuasion because it just makes sense as an advisor and dealing with people. That seems to make the most sense. Okay, she's leveled up now. Hopefully that gives her higher bonuses. Hope, hope, hope. Okay, you're my military leader. What do we think a military leader needs? I guess those. You know what? Persuasion would be smart. Just in general, every advisor should be persuasive. Right? Makes sense. Ah, boy. Perception might be smart. Perception for a military man also seems good. So, you know what? We'll go with alertness. I'll just focus on their skill points, because I'm thinking the skill points have to be connected, right? Alright, well, that's all she got. Okay, this guy's got several levels going for him. He's my high priest. So, let's just kind of roll through these. Obviously, oh, nature and religion, please. Oh, you don't have... you've got one skill point. My gosh. It's not terribly good. Here. That first point is super valuable, so we're gonna... my goodness. Yes, yes, because they're doubling as my Arcana advisor, it said. I think you want skill focus on religion, please. Yes. Can you get one more? Yes, you can. Excellent. Persuasion. I want to put more ranks in lore religion, but you kind of suck at having... Just take wisdom. Okay. Hopefully that makes my high priestier. I don't know why Lindsay never showed up as an option for an advisor. As a bard, she'd be good at a lot of things. Alright, we got an inquisitor. I probably should invest in multi-classing you into something else. My goodness. trickery? Sure. I don't think I have her as an advisor just yet. I don't think this makes a very good D&D. Oh, shit, she doesn't have any more to do. Ah, god darn, I was going to multi-class her into either Bard or Rogue. Okay, you're already a Bard. Alright. Maybe you'll be allowed to be some kind of advisor now? Maybe she'll end up being my espionage leader. Maybe if I give her stealth and trickery. Okay, alright. This is going good. She's getting a little more. Yeah, stealth, trickery, athletics. Okay, there we go. She's good at everything! She can be some kind of advisor now, right? Maybe if I give her a fighter level? Okay. Oh man, you need lingering performance. You're a bard. I'm gonna give you... Oh, you know, I could probably use someone who can craft. Craft wondrous item. Wouldn't be entirely amiss. Persuasive. Sure. Okay. Hopefully... Oh, one more. Alright, I'm gonna dual class you. I'm not actually using you for anything. I'm tempted to go with either Rogue or Bard because you get a ton of skill points, but maybe one of these classes I'm less familiar with. What if I made you a... Guy, you're supposed to be using a tower shield. You can't be a monk. You don't qualify for a paladin. Blood Rager. What goes with a tower shield build? Not a lot of things, honestly. Tower shields are super restrictive. I would have picked Paladin if I could have. What is the Slayer? Alright, I don't know what this is, but maybe the multi-classing will give her more options as an advisor. So let's see. Let's see, a point of stealth, a point in perception. Okay, sure. And then we'll just go back to fighter. And we'll be like, here, have knowledge of the world. Being worldly seems good. You know what? I should just let you have an actual combat feat. You know, bring that tower shield into position quicker. Oh, and your bonus feat. Now, why would they think improved shield bash is bad for a shield build? That seems a bit strange. Shield wall, shield focus. Obviously. I still think she's terrible and I won't use her in battle. But... okay. sure would like to know how to fix this guy. Hold on, I want to try something. Where is he? My dude, you have a terrible dexterity problem. Which is really, really, really bad, because I like you immensely. Drink this. No, I can't drink that. I don't know what happened to him. He died, I brought him back, his dexterity is ruined. And a belt of dexterity doesn't help. Baffling. Alright, I was told to go alone. Let's go meet the druid alone. Ow! My inventory weight. Ah, crap, that's right. Hold on.
Let us be careful.
Let's go deposit stuff. Wait, where's my... Ooh, I can go inside the buildings. This is my house, right? I just need to deposit my shit somewhere. It's the rations. Of course it's the rations. Alright, I just need something I can put my stuff in. Anything? What's this? This box seems good. Holy crap, it's all the stuff I left at the inn. Oh, great. What is this? Where did I get this from? Loyal. +2 dueling sword that refuses to attack the ones the wearer swore to protect. Okay. No. Thank you. I'll only take 6 with me. I don't know where this came from. I should sell it off. Alright, hopefully I can get by like this.
The path is clear.
If I get ambushed, I'm in trouble. But you know what? I'm a powerful bard. I'll be okay. I'll make them laugh while I run away. Ooh. Okay. Meet the Dryad alone. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Before something disastrous befalls me. Okay, where the heck do we need to go? Ratnook Hill. Bald Hilltop. That's the one they told me about. Where's her place? She told me she was gonna show me a place where she hangs out. And then I needed to go there. Oh my gosh, you want me to cross all of this territory alone? That can't be right. Can it? No, that can't be right. I'd have to ford the Skunk River. This seems like a bad idea. Just seems like a terrible idea. I'm gonna have to go back and get my troops. This is not gonna work. Please? Does it just... It's not gonna. Right. Holy shit, it let me get away with that? You're kidding me. Alright, well! Avoid! No, I'm one guy, I'm sneaky. Ah, crap.
Enemy near.
dread skeletons. Alright. I can't make skeletons laugh. It's unfortunate, but they can tell jokes to make me laugh, but I can't tell jokes to make them laugh. And I have mirror image. That's a good trick. I have a sword, apparently. I probably know how to use it, but what I need is a mace. Or a hammer. Oh my gosh, what the hell kind of encounter is this? Even my archers would be unhappy here. Aha! I've escaped! Please tell me I've escaped. I have run away very fast. Brave Sir Robin bravely ran away. Go, 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 go! It won't let me go. I can't get away. That's not a thing I can do. There's no runaway option. No! It's not a thing! Alright. Maybe it doesn't want me to go with no people. Maybe I can bring my party and then I just go in alone somehow when I get there. Because there's no way I'm fighting off a horde of skeletons.
I'll go ahead.
Oh. Let me grab this crap. Alright, let's choose what items we need to bring with us carefully. Shield of Faith is good. Wand of Grease is good. Remove blindness just in case. I don't think invisibility even works against skeletons. Alright, I think that's everything I need. I'm tempted to bring food and to try to play with the cooking mechanic. So can I just escape into the thing from here? Yes, yes I can. Okay. We'll bring our team with us, except for the archer who's apparently broken. For now. I'll just bring one of the companions with me for the moment. What's this doing here? Unidentified flail? Okay. I'll sell those later. Alright, let's see. It's not you. Why would I want you? Somebody needed to do a quest with me, right? I don't think so. Then I'll just bring you for the moment. Poor, poor broken archer. Hopefully he just recovers. Hopefully he recovers soon. I can have him swing around the heavy mace in the meantime. I want to explore this Rat Nook Hill over here. I need to talk to that guy. Oh, you know what? I should be trying to claim these kingdom resources. That's what we should do first and foremost, before anything else. Fertile land for vegetables. For some reason gives me loyalty. I would have thought it would give me food, but pay 15 BP. Why does it cost BP to claim? Okay, hold on, hold on. We're going back to that merchant. We're going back to that merchant then. I should check the tavern. There might be random adventurers to hire. Okay, I'm gonna buy all the BP. I'm just gonna spend all my gold. So I have BP, so I don't run into situations where... but I want to buy so many other things. No, it's fine. Alright.
The path is clear.
He was... this guy. You. Just push the citizen out of the way. You! Sell me. Build points. Oh, no. I want... Can I just type the number? What if I just type 50? No. Doggone it. I have to play with the slider. Oh, this is terribly... Whoa, wait. I had a nice number there. That's good enough. Alright. No. Darn, if I could just increment it with the keyboard somehow. Why do I have to use this terrible slider? It is such an imprecise tool. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, that's all I could buy. It's not much.
Tread lightly.
But it gives me just enough. Also, I need to keep track of the day. What day is it? Where is the day stored? Because I need to be back on the 1st of the month. Oh, really? Interesting. My advisors can leave my... can just quit. Interesting. Okay, so we claimed this. Ruins of an old temple. This research belongs to a region outside of your territories. It is? It doesn't seem like it's outside of my territories. Oh, what's with this path here? Ooh. Okay. But this one is something I can claim. Not this one? Okay, not this one. Okay, I see. Okay, I can have that one or that one. Alright. We're going to visit Ratnook Hill along the way. We're going to scoop up all of those on our way to, recruit that alchemist. Now, I still have a spot that had trolls that I wasn't able to fight. What's this? Places are appearing. Cool. Yep. Where's my snack?
I shall not
Everything
fail.
has a price.
I stand ready.
I appreciate privacy.
It's dead. Okay. Mutilated body. Looks like it was eaten by some rodents. Well! Is it going to be the rats from JoJo's? Those were terrifying rats.
spotted something.
Okay. Well, now both my Eidolons are dead. Well, that's nice.
Done. Let us be careful.
I spy? What do I spy?
What are with all of these spike traps?
Completed.
The rats didn't set those up.
No secrets can
Unless
escape
they're
my
really
pride.
terrifyingly intelligent. Oh, fork guys, stop! Okay, hold on. That was dumb. No, guys. That was stupid. That didn't happen. That did not just happen. Literally disarming the trap and someone's like, I'm gonna go run forward. Also, I find that the damage on these traps is terrifyingly high, which makes me wonder if I'm in a higher level area than I should be. I mean, it's just supposed to be a hill with some rats, right? Alright, we're gonna explore over this way. I know I'm gonna be fighting swarms. I know it's gonna be swarms. Alright. I want to target somebody else with that. Alright, it's fine. You know, it's fine. Alright, let me see. Alchemist's fire. Acid. 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 Alchemist's fire. Acid. 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 I just know it's gonna be rat swarms. Swarms. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I still have plenty. Good. We're ready. Apparently so. Oh my gosh, his dex is back. All of a sudden, his dexterity is repaired. I have no idea why. I have no idea why things are happening the way they're happening. Cool.
The path is clear.
I was successful in my search.
Okay.
Everyone counts on me.
Yeah, Western RPGs tend to be a bit of a
Tread
different
lightly.
beast. It's not just this one. You'll walk into something and something will just go terribly wrong and you'll die.
Completed.
Wonder
I
if-
spy? What do I spy?
Wonder if that means that that guy can become an advisor now. If whatever was broken with him has been unbroken.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Done. Something here.
Okay.
Our duty calls. Completed.
I spy? What do I spy?
Ranger is super useful. Alright, while they're doing that. Oh, hey, look, an ancient coin. I haven't been finding as much random stuff as I used to.
I require healing.
What? Whoa, where'd that come from? You failed to see that one? Well, that's okay. Actually, what I should be having you do is drink these old potions. They're kind of garbage, but they weigh a ton, collectively. Okay, they don't weigh that much, but they do have weight.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Okay.
Let us
Stop.
be careful.
Stop.
The road awaits.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
The path is clear.
Alright, here we go. Into...
They should have known better.
What the hell? Oh, it's weir rats. Oh, that's completely different from... Oh, crap, guys. We don't have silvered weapons. Okay. Holy shit. How much damage did that just do? $34 damage. Oh wow, it's got four dice of sneak attack. Whoa. You would have to be at least level 5 with that feat that gives you an extra dice of sneak attack at the bare minimum. Okay, they're higher level than we are.
Out of my way.
And they're weir rats. Right, he has magic now. No, yeah, because I gave him the equipment. Go ahead, do it. Okay, alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to summon a small earth elemental. Oh crap, no, it's right, I don't have the okay, alright.
Your death
Can't
awaits.
summon on the first turn. Fair enough, fair enough. I'll point at you. Oh, I need to heroism, everyone. I was thinking it was just gonna be rats. Hideous laughter.
So tired.
Okay, he succeeded the saving throw. Okay, alright, okay. Grease. Ah! He fell over. That's right. Slip in the grease. Okay, now you're prone and harder to hit with bows. But you slipped and you fell. Ha ha. Oh! Hi! Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay. Alright. We're gonna summon... No, we're gonna summon a fire elemental. I don't know how many more are coming, but...
Die! Die! Die!
I can't fight this shit. This is way too strong. This is way too much. More grease. Ah, there's no way. There's no way we can fight weir rats that are higher level than we are. On top of being weir rats. No. I'll go with a... Yeah, put that away. I'll go with a giant frog. Surprise! Anything. Just put anything between them and me now.
Smear them.
I can't even hit them.
You should have run!
Ah! We scored a hit so we can see what happens. Yeah.
A moment to recover.
Yeah, I don't have silvered weapons. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. No, I should not be here. That's the feeling I got when I saw the damage that the traps dealt. I should definitely not be here now. Now we can confirm absolutely this is not a place for my low-level party. Okay. Okay. What? That's not where I left off. Here, well this file. The autosave. Yeah. Yeah, you called it. It's like the moment that weir rat appeared out of nowhere and just went, "Thunk, you're dead," to my Eidolon. I mean, okay, that's not that hard to do, but that was a lot of sneak attack dice. Alright. So we're just going to continue claiming kingdom resources. You know, I do have... I might be able to pick that lock now. Do you guys think I can take on that horrible flying skull now? I doubt it. I'm not gonna try. There's no way. That thing is horrible.
I'll go ahead.
But I can pick that lock on that chest. It's amazing that it keeps all the bodies and everything. You'd think that those would despawn. Okay.
Everyone counts on me. Impossible.
I've leveled up. I got a thing for +5 to my lockpicking. I still can't do it. I went and I did a whole quest to learn the location of that, and I dug it up, and it had a horrifying finger of death trap. You get past all that, and then you just can't pick the lock. Life's like that sometimes.
March, march. All I do is march.
Okay. Fatigue is setting in. Oh. I wonder... I wonder if this is going to be as bad as the Rat Hill.
Adventures can wait.
Yeah. Or Fallout.
Is clear.
Honestly, it's kind of a thing. Baldur's Gate, all of them really. Yeah, Gothic was definitely a Western RPG. I still need to play Gothic too. I really enjoyed a lot of Gothic. I just really hated the spellcaster build when I got to the... Oh my gosh, what the hell? What is a large water elemental doing here?
Everything has a price.
Okay.
Our duty calls.
Okay. That's a hell of a encounter there. Do these even work on a water elemental?
Stay on your toes.
A big old frog.
They should have known better.
Oh! Oh shit. Okay, well that triggered the encounter. I wasn't quite done yet. But okay, this is fine. Alright. Breed for me. Wait, no. I mean, fight for me. Okay. Surprise! A doggo. Alright, how bad is this thing gonna be? You're gonna be my last line of defense. Could try to tie it down with entangling vines, but I'm not sure that'll work. Alright, at least it's easy to hit, and it doesn't have 5 damage reduction dash. I thought large elementals had damage reduction of 5, which I can actually punch through. That wouldn't be too bad if it did, but it doesn't look like it does. Spells suddenly weren't a thing anymore. Ah.
Your death awaits.
The dog actually got a hit. Okay, it was reduced. Okay, it does have DR.
This will hurt.
It does have dill resistance. It's fine. As long as it's too busy wrestling with my summons, we're okay.
Let the attack commence.
It's pretty durable, though.
I don't like you.
But I think I'm okay.
A solid plan.
I'll loot your corpse.
You should have run.
Strike as one.
You know, it's funny. There's a lot of things you're not allowed to hurt unless you're using magical weapons. You'd think that a being made out of water would be one of them. That you'd have to hurt the actual elemental spirit and not just its form, but no, you're able to just hurt elementals. At least the low-level ones. The really crappy ones like this one. I always say I'm not going to try to attempt to summon multiple mites, and then I always think, you know what, I'd really like to have 1 to 3 mites. And it's always a 1.
Do not hold back.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
You got this, it's over.
Split you in half.
It's already over.
Aim carefully.
Stab their backs.
Done.
Don't hold back!
Alright. It's weird to me how all those lore checks automatically kick in while you're attacking. Oops. Shit. Ow. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorta. Okay. Let's see what we... 270? Is that really it? I mean, okay, we defeated it quite handily, but I thought I'd get a little more than that. Come on, guys. Come on. Enough with the comedy of errors. Come on. Alright. That really looks like that should be a place I can enter.
Tread lightly.
Does that look like a place I can enter? Why can't I enter it? I can assume there'll be some quest related to this later and I'll have to come back. Disappointing. Well, I guess we're done here then. Look at all the little fast-moving snakes and things everywhere we go. Darn, I burned up a lot of my good spells.
My life is a burden.
Claimed that one. We've got another one up there. Let's slide along the river looking for more resources. Shit, I need to be back in my capital for the first of the month. Hey there, Wings!
Entertainment.
That means we can't camp.
This will hurt!
Attack.
Beautiful. Come on.
A solid plan.
Out of my way.
Oh no. He summoned Monster 1. I'll just counter by doing the same.
We shall overcome. Cover me.
Oh no, he killed my summoned Monster 1. The tragedy.
I don't like you.
Yes!
Down the Conjurer. Come on, guys.
Attack! Your death awaits.
Alright, he's dead now.
Strike!
March. All I do is
And everything is
Be
unsummoned.
careful.
And we take all their shit. Okay, let's go. Yep, the team worked quite well. The summoners keep crap in between me and the enemy, and the archers kick the crap out of them with ranged attacks, while the bard just kind of boosts everyone and does assorted enchantments.
Adventures can wait.
I need to go back to my throne. Ah, so much to explore and do. It's fine. We'll rest back in the town. Curious about the trail in the hills and the Skunk River ford. Okay. I'm here at the throne room. I captured resources. There are more to capture.
I feel tired.
How may I serve you, Your Grace? I believe I can manage to uphold the law. Being a warden would suit me well.
A warden? That's not an option right now. You will address me by my proper title, unless you wish to end up as the court jester. I believe that... no matter. I shall never again make such an untoward mistake, Your Grace. That's not my title! My title is not Your Grace! Jester it is! What did you expect when you signed up to be a person in the Bard lands? A regent. He wants to be the regent, does he? Alright. I should be able to rest. Yeah, I really want to try the Legionnaires when Kingmaker 2 comes out, assuming that the game rules actually support it. I'm definitely going to try the Legionnaires again. It's just the engine just doesn't support them here, and it's really kind of bums me out because I think they're an amazing team. Anyway. Alright, let's have a look. Counselor awaits in the throne room. There it is. Set up a rank up project. To increase the rank of a respective stat. Interesting. Alright. Again? He must be a busy guy. Enchanted Wind. The enchanted lens of their main telescope broke. What? Why would it tell? Okay, whatever you say. I don't know how your magic works. You should seize the opportunity. The opportunity? Of a wind coming in? Wow. That's not the best chance, is it? Well, do your best to prevent the wind. Alright, let's see. Rank up. Been 2 weeks resolving the loyalty of citizens in the barony. See, I'm going to be stuck directly involved in this if I do it. See, that's what happened last time when it suddenly jumped forward in time. I'm going to start you on that. Let me look at my advisors, actually. Okay, you're not one of the ones that I boosted. Harem is still at a +4. Still at a -2. I can't tell if they've gotten better at their jobs. Alright, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. How do I do it? I'm a Bard King this time. Okay, I guess I just... Maybe if I just hit X, then I'll be in my throne room. Maybe they'll just come straight to me there. No? Alright, maybe I talk to Harem. No. I also don't see this. Alright. How do I do this? I don't know how to trigger this. Opportunity. Make it so? Do it? Does anybody know how to interact with this? I don't see any counselors in my throne room. Is it telling me this is going to be a thing that happens?
I shall not fail.
I can't sit in the throne.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Yeah, I don't see the counselor. I'm going to go through all of Harem's dialogue choices and see if anything comes up. Doesn't matter. I was just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of Grotus are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them, but I do what I can. The god of the end times. Oh, is that what you worship? Oh, that's delightful. My life is divided into two parts. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts, and attempts to serve Torag. The second part is when I accepted Grotus into my soul and received a clear vision of the world. Okay, this is not leading to anything. No, I don't think so. It's gotta be here somehow. Is it telling me that these are things that are upcoming? I don't understand how to interact with these. This is bad. If I can't interact with these things, it could be very, very bad for me. I really would like to found a settlement in that region. I feel like if I go to that trade post that'll be how it works out. Huh. Why are you wrestling with that thing? You're supposed to be dealing with trade taxes. That seems odd. I wish Cecilia Neal was here. Or someone else who had played this game and could tell me what I'm doing wrong with that. That's so expensive. I need to get together 100 BP and have Harem rebuild the Alk Temple next. Harem seems to be doing everything these days. Oh, you could do that? Well, I'm not too worried. I would really like to do this, but I'm afraid to let 2 weeks pass. Build a kingdom and rule the world? Or at least this chunk of it? I can't figure out how to trigger this. Enter. Spacebar. Escape does what I'd expect it to. I'm gonna ask Google. I can't be the only person who's ever had this problem. Alright, let's see. Counselor awaits in the throne room. Okay, throne room events. Throne room events list. Come on, where's somebody saying? Bug! Throne room speaking to advisors and visitors. Okay. I get a notification in the Kingdom UI that an advisor wants to meet me. I select go to throne room. Throne room loads. There's no advisor to talk to. It seems this bug game with the latest version, the best option is to revert to 0.8 or when they fix it. The game is unplayable in the latest hot. Yes, but this was 2 years ago. This can't be still relevant. Okay. So that's old. Although it does sound exactly like what I'm experiencing. It's old. Throne room council bug. Again, it's 2 years ago. But it does sound like they're just supposed to be in my throne room. Yeah, it's a D&D adventure game in the same vein as Baldur's Gate, that kind of thing.
The path is clear.
Western RPG, but also with kingdom management. Oh, a storyteller. I don't suppose the storyteller's the guy I'm supposed to meet, is it? Ah, who is it? Is that you, Your Grace? Thank you for your words. I'm unlikely to interpret the intricacies of the political world or the affairs of the treasury. But my advice regarding the magic and the arts may be useful to a ruler. Alright. Just some old guy, old storyteller happens to be in the room. I'm like, hey, how would you like to help me manage the kingdom?
I'll go ahead.
This is most distressing. This is most distressing.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Well, I'm just gonna start passing time and see what happens. Because I can't figure out how to interact with this. So we're just gonna save the game. Okay, it's now the 1st of the month. New merchants have arrived in your capital. See, again, it's labeled opportunity. So presumably, I can just go in and look at the merchants. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Success. I've already done these. Oh! I've already done them. Okay. Alright. Okay, so these are flagged as I've already completed them. That's what's going on. That was bewildering me. Okay. So, just new merchants. I'll go check the merchants, and then we're going to move on and do other things. Okay. Cool, cool. No problems. The little green marking on them. I guess that means already done. Okay. We're figuring the game out here. I can close Google out now. Okie dokes. Yeah. That's why I was confused why Harem wanted to talk to me again, but he didn't. It's fine. Just, okay, so where are these new merchants? It doesn't mean that you guys have new goods, does it? Doesn't look like it. Looks like all the same stuff, so it's got to be a new person.
The path is clear.
Oh, where would they have set up their merchanting? There's not a lot of places to set up business. I mean, there's lots of places, but... Octavia, you are also indoors. Honestly, I have no money. Why am I even worried about new merchants? Let me check the tavern, just because I've been meaning to check the tavern. Is this the tavern? I think this is the tavern. I'm just gonna walk into people's homes and rob them.
Let us be careful.
I do it everywhere else. Why shouldn't I do it to my own people? Tax day! It's time to collect taxes. I will be taking your light mace. Yes, greetings, greetings. I am gracing your home with my presence. Don't you feel honored? Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I was supposed to meet with you. But her eyes are staring in the distance. She seems to look right past you. No, not now. Mm-hmm. Talking to the supreme power that tells you what to do. That's you. I wanted to say, I got experience for that somehow. Just tell me what's going on. I have a persuasion of 1,000,000, which apparently doesn't play into this. I knew I couldn't last forever. Why did he ever make this rule if he knew it would be impossible to keep? Come what may, you should know, Drowbard. The person you know as Kasai does not exist. My real name is Kaliki, and we... What's a long story, and such stories are better told besides a welcoming fire. Okay. Sure, why not? Stories by the fire, in the desert where I was born. My fondest memory. When the day is done, hosts and guests, but you know what? Tell me what's going on. My sister and I often snuck in to hear these stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circle of light and warmth. We are hellspawn, you see, and tieflings are unwelcome guests in Quadira. Unblessed by the light or merciful, whoever that is. We grew up sleeping in a common tent, scavenging food here and there like orphans, all but outcast and disowned. We were 13 when we left, sent off to find happiness in the cities. And everyone we left behind sighed and ripped. You know, I don't understand this. Maybe I'm mistaken, but as I understand it, tieflings are many generations removed from their fiendish ancestors. They're not like half-fiends. So, you've had generations of tieflings So don't you have parents who are like, maybe we're not going to let our children be treated like orphans. Maybe we'll just raise them because, you know, we're also tieflings? Or at least one of the parents must have been a tiefling? Or is it that they're actually recessive traits? None of the other party members happen to be named after anybody. It's just, I'm playing a Dark Elven Bard because the Dark Elf had the best stats to be a Bard, in my opinion. And it was perfect, so I was like, okay. The other characters in my party are just like, I have Finger of Death. He points at things, and then they suffer tremendous penalties, so I can shoot them dead. I've got Arrow Lord, who shoots lots of arrowy death. And just names like that for the most part. My sister and I, we are twins, but as different as the sun and moon. Her name is Kanara, which means silent flame. She is fire. A cold fire, but one that turns everything to ash. I am a river. It brings me joy to give water to tired travelers, to nurture green shoots. But when I flood, I am bound to bring death. Despite our differences, we are one. Our lives belong to divine Nithis, and by her mercy we now live in turns. While one of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, we switch places, just as you witnessed. Okay. And how exactly did you do this? Never told anyone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Your sister died. You know, I think there's a fan-made class in Darkest Dungeon that's basically this exact concept. She was killed by a soul eater summoned by the secret followers of archdemons. Wow. Well. Sounds like you had quite an adventure. Was she level 1 just like you when this happened? Because, you know, that seems a bit much for a level 1 adventure. No. Half fiends and half celestials are 50-50. Aasimar and tieflings are like generations removed, is my understanding. That's my understanding of them. Yeah, anyway. I mean, if she was a half fiend, then like, okay, you literally have a human, I don't know, we'll just say father and a demon mother, like, right there that could have taken care of you as well. I mean, okay, maybe you don't want to hang out with mom in the 9 hells, but, just seems strange you'd have to live in a tent scavenging if you're not actually orphaned. And she's just like, all us tieflings ended up living in a tent scavenging like orphans. I'm like, why? Why would that happen? I'm sure there's a reason, I just am not being given it by the game yet. Anyway, she promised to return her to life on 2 conditions. First, we keep the arrangement secret. Well, you just broke that one! Second, we would never meet again. And so a new life began. Now we flee through the world, guarding our secret, always introducing ourselves as Casey to hide that there are 2 of us. And we switch places with each other at random. Does this mean you change class and ability at random? Well, that'll be interesting. Okay, they happen at random. So, why did you break one of the rules? Yes, will you make me regret this? I felt you might be someone who could help my sister and me change our fates. What do you want from me? I actually wanted to talk to you. Let's see, tell you of an ancient treasury. Oh, well! I'm all for helping you. Come along, let's go get the ancient treasures. You can have the relic, that's fine. The Disc of the Eclipse. I once heard a beautiful story that was created from a shadow that hides the sun and the moon. But I don't think that could be the truth. Nephis is the god of magic, who was once a mortal wizard. The relics from his temples are usually very powerful. There are many among the followers who think that solving the mysteries of magic, even rivaling their deity, is the best way to serve him. One of the followers created the disc. Yes, but why do you think this disc would help you? According to legend, it gave owners control over planar travel, but only pairs of wizards bound by unbreakable ties could use it. While one of them traveled the planes, the other was an anchor in the world, and they could switch between. Do you now see how I desperately wish to find the disc? It might help us understand how the switch between me and my sister work. And it should make our divine patron happy. Nephis and his assistants value the desire to understand the mysteries of magic above all else. Where is it? It was called Sorrow Flow in the chronicle we read. It was once a Taldan town, founded by the veterans of something or another. It stood on the shores of a turbulent river. That was what destroyed it. One night, a terrible flood devastated the settlement, killing many, driving us to flee. Okay, guys, we're not building our settlements on the shores of raging rivers anymore. We have very good reason not to in this region. Only the tower of the cliff remained. It was too high for the flood to reach. Water covered the ruins for a long time, but last year it receded. My friends found a chronicle that recounted the destruction of the city and spoke of the disk of the eclipse which was kept there. We managed to track down the ruins, but were frightened away by monsters. Can you please tell me what kind of monster? Seriously, I would like to prepare to fight what is in there. Just tell me what kind of monster, please? Alright, fine. Thank you. I suppose I probably have to bring her with me when I go there, yes? Almost definitely. Oh, hey look, something to steal.
Done.
Oh, an old diary. Well, it's mine now. All the secrets of this town belong to me. As does everything else. They're descendants of people who made a demonic pact? Oh. Really? They're just a demonic pact? Huh, okay. I guess that was part of the pact then. And the pact is, you and your children shall forever be cursed to be demonic. Ah, that sounds good. I'll agree to that. Alright, there you go. Now you have the ability to create fire with your mind. Great! I mean, I could have probably learned to do that by visiting a magic school or something, but I decided to go with the demon route instead. Did I do this one? Hay. Yes, I would take all of the hay if the game allowed me to. I don't think I need to bother selling any of this at the moment. It doesn't weigh that much. Alright, moving on. Alright, so we're going to try to get back to that trading post this month and pick up anything else we can do. Yeah, I don't understand why warlocks would make deals with devils. Like, I get it, they're charismatic and they promise you shit, but it never works out well. Why would you ever make deals with them? It always ends badly. And everyone living in this world has to know it always ends badly. And yet there seems to be an infinite number of people who are willing to make these terrible bargains, when there are just better paths to power. stronger of our houses we do build,
March,
the
march.
less a
All I
chance
do
we
is
have of getting
march.
killed. Huh. Cool. Okay. And now I control this,
A rest would be welcome.
this little thing here. Oh, what's this? Two Rivers Field. A quite unremarkable area not far from a confluence point of the Crooked River and the Shrike River. No major roads cross the area and travelers are rare. Oh. This is where she wanted to go. It doesn't say that I have to take her with me, though. But I'm not sure how to get there. I might have to look into that. I don't know. I can't even handle
Instincts
rat
dull
people
when
right
I'm
now.
tired.
I'm not sure that's a good idea to tangle with.
Strike and one.
Boggarts. I'm not even gonna bother buffing for this.
Smear them.
Don't hold back!
Maybe I should think about buffing a little bit.
May I see your entrails,
Just a
please?
little bit.
Forwards!
I'll loot your
Just in
corpse.
case there's a big boss boggart and a pack of minions.
Do not hold back.
I'll split you in half.
Yes. We all...
Let us bide our
Faustus
time.
should be required reading if you're in a D&D world. But no, like every time you read stuff about the devils, it's ridiculous just how bad it is for like everyone that signs on with them.
The path
You
is clear.
can actually outwit
Onto
them.
your flesh.
You can actually beat them in trials and things. They do have courtrooms which are
This will hurt!
a certain definition of fair.
The road awaits. Done.
Yes, but who spreads the stories about people outsmarting devils? I'd assume it's the imps who start those tales.
Completed.
Okay, cool. Whoops. Okay.
I spy.
Okay.
What do I spy?
Please don't
Everyone
step on
counts
this
on me.
trap.
No secrets can
shall
escape.
Oh my gosh, what did I tell you not to do?
I will see
You
this
know,
through.
it's fine. Yeah, did you learn something? Did you learn something? Huh? When somebody says, hey look, there's a trap filled with death spikes, you don't run out on top of it.
You should have run!
Yeah.
Die! Die!
For anybody who doesn't know, the difference between demons, devils, and other evil things. So, in D&D, demons and devils really hate each other. Like, there's an eternal blood war going between the two.
My life is a burden.
In fact, demons are the reason that the devils exist. So let me see if I can do my best to summarize the D&D cosmology here.
They
So-
dare threaten me.
A lot of stuff happened. More stuff than I could ever care to summarize. And then the Abyss came.
Cover me.
Somebody created the seed of evil. I don't really understand where the hell it came from, but it was thrown into the plane of chaos, which is just like a whole bunch of roiling chaotic madness. with just elements flying around every which way. It's actually a cool place. Monks like to build monasteries there, where they maintain, by force of their will and their meditation, little pocket realities. Anyway, so this thing burrowed down, creating more and more layers of the abyss filled with crazy demons, and I'm not sure exactly where in the timeline it falls, or if it's where the seed of evil maybe came from, but basically a whole bunch of beings from a completely alien, unthinkably weird dimension that fled into the D&D multiverse to escape whatever happened to their universe, and they were completely incompatible life forms with this universe. Like, the laws of physics just did not relate to what they were. And they ended up in the abyss as kind of a screaming mass of soul stuff without individual personalities, and formed into demons. Very powerful demons. Some of them. Most of them just remain screaming soul stuff with no individual wills. And so, there are specific important demons. Most of the really important demons are from that crazy alternate reality universe, whatever it was. And I particularly find the Pale Rider fascinating, and Pazuzu is really interesting. Pazuzu really likes to corrupt good-aligned people. So, if you are playing a paladin, you can just call out Pazuzu's name and he'll show up and help you. He'll just show up and help you. And he will not ask anything in return. Because he knows. He knows that the next time you're in mortal danger, you'll call for him again. He will arrange for you to be in horrific danger so that you call him again. And the next time he shows up, he's going to ask for you to do something, and it's going to be something innocent that doesn't cost you anything. But you're going to call him again. The demons are really interesting, and some of them are super devious. And there are differing reports of how deep the abyss is. Some people say it's infinite, but it's probably 666 layers. Which is madness, because, like, the 9 hells is 9 layers. The 7 heavens is 7 layers. Like, most of the planes are only 1 to 3 layers. And the abyss, it's really deep. It's really big, and it's filled with demons, and they're all chaotic evil, and they're crazy. They're insane. They just want to burn and destroy, and they're just nuts. And they flooded out into the multiverse, ripping and tearing and destroying everything. And the angels are like, oh fuck. And the lawful aligned crap is like, oh fuck. And everyone just goes, oh fuck. And everyone is fighting this horrible, horrible thing, and it's spreading, and it's spreading, and it's spreading, and it's absorbing planets. Entire worlds are falling to the demons and just being pulled into the abyss and absorbed. Gods are dying. It's a bad time. And so a whole bunch of the angels decide that the ones that have really been in the heat of battle and really seen some shit, they decide they need to win by any means necessary. And those angels, those fallen angels, are the devils, who would eventually establish the 9 hells. The devils are lawful evil. They're all about contracts. They're all about rules and hierarchy. And they're terrible and evil and do very, very bad things and tempt people into signing all kinds of Faustian bargains for their souls eventually. And they're bad, bad news. But they think of themselves as the heroes because they're the ones holding the demons in check. They're the ones that stopped the demons' advance. and the ones pushing the demons back. The demons are, well, they outnumber them by a lot. An unfathomable lot. But the devils are extremely well organized, and they do their jobs very effectively. So even though they're outnumbered absurdly, they win about as many battles as they lose, because, I mean, it's a big, ugly, terrible war. And then there's all of the planes of reality in between the Abyss and the Nine Hells, and they're linked. They are linked. And the war is happening all up and down those worlds, so they're mostly kind of shitty wastelands with points of interest in them. Fascinating places. There's only a couple of prominent factions to understand. The Yugoloths, who are kind of mercenaries that serve both sides, and the Hags, particularly the Night Hags, which are kind of merchants who are dealing in souls, and they'll run into the material plane, they'll corrupt people, then they'll kill them and stick their soul in a sack and run back and sell it to the highest bidder. This is all like tip of the iceberg kind of stuff, because every single one of these things is way deeper than that. It's very probable that Asmodean, the leader of the devils, has been intentionally letting this war go on way past what it should have, because he's profiting from it greatly. And if the demons ever died out, well, then the devils would just kind of have the entire universe against them, and they don't really want that. So they want to continue having this blood war so that they can continue to be the heroes, and everyone will kind of turn a blind eye to the terrible things they do. Because the angels are like, well, look, I mean, we don't like the devils and we oppose the devils, but we're not really going to try to do anything about this. Maybe on a case-by-case basis we'll get involved, but the devils are doing important work, and we're going to leave them alone. We have rules. Which leaves mortals to be like, angels, what the hell? Look what the devils are doing to us! Yeah. So, you know, that's kind of the balance of the D&D universe. I wouldn't have tried to disable... Yeah, disable the trap path. Yeah, that would probably help. Evil genies. Ah, well, the Jinn are a completely different faction with completely different motivation. Did I say faction? Attack! There are 4 major factions among the Jinn.
I'll loot your corpse.
And they're interesting.
May I see your entry,
yeah.
please?
For me, the monster manuals were the things that really, really fascinated me about D&D. Their monsters, their worlds, the planar handbook, all that kind of stuff. When you start getting into like all of the lore and stuff going on, because they really get into the ecology of things.
This will hurt.
I mean, if you dig long enough, they'll start talking about the internal organs of dragons and how they work. They'll tell you how beholders breed. They'll tell you all this crazy shit about the monsters and their motivations. Whoa, 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 guys.
Our
Okay.
duty calls.
Nobody's going near the trap, right? Where the hell's there a trap over here? There's nothing over here. Oh. Oh, apparently there's a bunch of stuff under this rock. Yeah, I like to store my scrolls of inflict moderate wounds under piles of pebbles too. It just seems like the best place to store them, doesn't it? Alright, take everything, go. I have not watched anything on Netflix. I'd guess it's probably based on,
Adventures can wait.
Shit brain. What is it? Paradise Lost? Probably. Anyway. No, I don't have Netflix. I never have, so I've missed out on all the Netflix. I'm going to claim those after we rest here. So we're able to travel all the way here within one day. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
My life is a burden.
Yeah. The genies are a thing of the inner planes. They're elementals, whereas all the devils and demons and angels are all outsiders from the outer planes. And let's not bring the far realm into this. Let's just not. That place is bad. Just don't go there. Court alchemist? Meal. That'd be a first. No, it wouldn't. There's tons of court alchemists. I'm sure that's a thing that exists. Perhaps I'd have to think on it. Bring me some fang berries, like I did. Dude, I brought you the fang berries. I brought you moon radishes and fang berries. Okay, well, that's disappointing. Why does my snake keep falling over all the time? Does he have some kind of dysfunction? Do I have to buy him Viagra so he can stand up straight? Okay, that was terrible. Pretend I didn't say that. Junk. Be gone. Short spears, be gone. Spears, just in general, go away. I don't need this crap. You like a light mace? A flail? You know, this is a fancy sword here. Very nice. I don't need it, though. Take it. Take it away. Hide armor? That's not even worth anything. Okay, I do need the ever-burning torches. I think I need the rest of the... Okay, take this. Alright, there we go. Anything I need to pick up while I'm here? Nah.
Tread lightly.
Wow, there's nothing going on here other than Ogden. So... I guess I can't get Ogden since I don't have any way to collect more fang berries. Pity. I sure would like a court alchemist. Cheap potions would be nice. Oh, yeah, I heard about that one. That one like awards in France too, that movie. Yeah, nah. Maybe I'll go back to my town and just find him there. Maybe. Yeah, I would not have wanted to own Netflix stock when it released that movie. I need to read all these books later. Herb liqueur. Wait, do I have... No. Okay, those are just nuts. I don't have any fang berries sitting around, do I? Do I? No, I don't. Okay. Don't look it up, Peter. It was a huge controversy a few months back. Like, I don't even own Netflix, and I heard about this thing. Yeah, and I definitely don't want to discuss what I heard about it. Okay, I will take that. I don't know. I don't like the way things are kind of moving between these different subscription services. I don't have any particular beef against Netflix in particular, but, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Crunchyroll and what they've been up to. Disney Plus, a lot of these other things, I don't know.
You should have run!
Alright, there we go. Done? I think we're done here. Skin. Failure to skin.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, anyway. You guys know that I personally also dislike Audible. These things are kind of, yeah. I kind of dislike the way where everything is moving. There's not much I can do about it. Oh, jeez. Amazon, Facebook, all these kind of things, Netflix. I feel like they're just going to kind of take over everything. Especially this last year, things have been really growing out of control, and there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, so this is the place where those trolls were that we couldn't handle. Well, I got this little patch of darkness over here.
March, march. All I do is march.
A rest would be welcome.
Yeah. You people and all your whining. Just because I make you march day and night, honestly, they get fatigued so easily. I would expect adventurers to be able to march for several days without getting exhausted. Like a forced march.
Stab their backs.
Certainly without being exhausted. I mean, maybe fatigued is fair, but exhausted?
Out of my way!
Man, did you hear about the crazy shit General Patton did to the poor troops that followed him?
Strike as one!
And those were just like regular people that were made into soldiers.
Don't hold back!
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
Alright.
Adventures can wait.
I like how it says if you're repeatedly missing the enemy, try toggling off certain abilities. And it's like, repeatedly missing the enemy seems to be the default thing all the time. Okay, let's see. I need to claim this land. Well, until I do, I'm not going to be able to do much here. Oh! What's a dragon doing here? There's no way you're going to drop a dragon on me! Not a hostile one.
Stand with me!
My life is a burden.
That's not a dragon. Ow! Hey! Shit. You guys are supposed to make attacks of opportunity against these things. Trollhound. Okay, alright, let me see. Okay. We're in trouble. We're in deep trouble.
I need a moment to to recover.
We're in deep trouble.
I don't like you.
Alright, I can dig us out of this pit. It all begins with the most OP spell ever. Grace! Alright, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. What the hell? The Dwemer cat is on my side?
Let the attack commence.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that. Kick it while it's down! Doggone it.
This will hurt.
Let's try a Earth Elemental.
That's a terrible mistake.
Oh, crap. Was she got hit with attack of opportunity. Crap. Okay, alright. You know what? I can still dig us out of this. How? No, I can't. Why can't I? Fine, whatever. Mirror image. Grease actually makes them slip and fall. It's pretty good like that.
Smear them.
Doggone it, come on. Alright. Let's try this again. No, I want Earth Elemental. Big old, well, little pile of rocks. Wow, that thing is pretty vicious. I think you can just kill this. Alright, I was mistaken. You cannot. But you can.
You should have run.
Haha, mirror image for the win. Oh shit. It's fine, it's fine. Mirror image. Mirror image is good. I think I'll just sit here and do nothing, guys.
I'll split you in half.
Do not hold
My Earth Elemental fell in the grease.
Burn. Slice. Behead. Yes. Strike.
Oh my gosh, come on, guys. That mirror image, I'm getting my mileage out of it. Let's cast it again. More mirror images! It's saving my butt. Ah, well, if I had time to build fortifications, I'm sure I could do all kinds of interesting things.
We shall overcome.
I like with castles when they just pour boiling oil on the enemy. It's like really, really horrific when you think about it. Freaking murder holes and just dropping crap on people like that. I've heard before the argument that fortifications are just generally a mistake, but
Solid plan.
I personally disagree with that.
I don't like you.
Alright, these things I'm going to need to start hitting them with fire and acid now. Thought I loaded you guys all up with fire and acid. No matter. No more regenerating. Yeah, you can't do enough damage to kill them. They'll regenerate from anything except for fire and acid. Let's try acid. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be your turn. Fine, whatever. Fire. Okay. Well, Drow, today you've helped the Dwemer Cat. The Dwemer Cat does not forget those who help her. We shall meet again. Perhaps. Who knows? Well, that was interesting.
The path is clear.
Okay then, I guess we're done here. That was unexpected and consumed more resources than I would have liked. Oh.
I shall not fail.
You're overburdened. Strength shouldn't be that low. Huh. Alright, fine. You know what? This is fine. We can camp right here. We have the rations. Yeah, so talking about fortifications, actually, since we're mentioning Hannibal, he's a great example of why fortifications work. So, Hannibal was one of the most brilliant military commanders in history, and he's fascinating to study. When you understand that as a child, his father forced him to put his hand on an altar and swear that he would destroy Rome, his actions make a lot more sense. So, he did the impossible, crossing the Alps. A lot of craziness about that, and different theories about how he did that. But he was completely invincible on the battlefield. Like, while Rome's army was in Africa destroying Carthage, he's just hiking around. There's literally nothing in Italy that can stand against him. So their legions, nothing can fight him. He wins every time. But he can't take any of the cities because they're fortified. And so the Roman citizens are just sitting around enjoying themselves in their cities. They're buying and selling land that he's literally stomping all over. Like, it doesn't matter. He can't actually do anything. He can burn their fields, but, you know, that's about it. And so he doesn't have supply lines because he's so deep in enemy territory. He can only get what he can take. So every time he loses a soldier, every time anything bad happens to him, there's no resupply. There's no fresh troops. Nothing. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's kind of an art of war kind of thing. You put yourself so deep in enemy territory that all your troops know that they're dead. It's either victory or defeat. Whereas, you know, the Roman soldiers, they know they can retreat from any battle and live. So, you know, it's... Anyway. Fascinating stuff. Hannibal actually had quite a long career after that of trying to destroy Rome. But he never came close ever again. Fortifications started in ancient times. You can go all the way back, what's the oldest accounts of walled cities that I can think of? I'm gonna go with the Old Testament. Most famously, the walls of Jericho. So you know that there were walled cities way the hell back, but they were older than that, much older. Well, fortifications have been a thing forever. No, it was about fortifications because the cities were fortified. The cities of Rome were walled. He couldn't take them because of the fortifications. Otherwise, he would have just occupied Rome itself. Actually, Rome did get sacked and burned a few times in history anyway, but... Okay, so... No, this was a troll area, wasn't it? I need to make sure I've equipped my acid and fire. Hippity hop, hippity hop. Why are you on the ground all the time? I think my snake monster is broken. I don't know what happened to him, but something clearly broke.
Cover me.
Let the attack commence.
Yeah. Genghis Khan has some fascinating stories from his conquest too. The Mongols were more amazing than most people realize. Like, most people have some idea that the Mongols rode in and conquered the world. But how much they did. They conquered so much. Nobody could stand against them.
You should have run.
And they brought their own food with them. The horses.
May I see your entrails,
They ate
please?
their horses. Their horses also provided milk for them. Like, the horses were literally like their entire game plan. No, they also did a lot of clever strategy. They did some cool stuff.
As one.
Strike!
I'll loot your corpse.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Yeah, it's interesting when you read about ancient archaeological digs and the stuff they find. There's a lot of ancient battlefields where we have no idea what they were fighting over, or we don't even know who it was in some cases. We're like, are these the Amazons that the Greeks talked about? Or maybe, who is this? We just have a bunch of skeletons of warrior women, apparently. Oh, what's this over here? Oh, look at these weapons. Oh, these don't match this region and this time period at all. Who are these people? Where did they come from? Okay. There was clearly some ancient tech at some point that was more advanced than what we normally assume, because we find weird shit once in a while, like those ancient gears or screws in rocks. They kept finding those, I think, in England. And it's like, this is older than the screw existed. Somebody in ancient times invented screws. How did they make them, though? You can't make those as a blacksmith. How? We don't know. Oh, and there's weird stuff in India, too. Weird ancient stuff where we're like, you know, what is any of this? There's some theories. You can actually generate electricity. You can get electricity to conduct through wood. I know that sounds weird, but there's a way you can do it. And there's some shit in India they found that's like set up to conduct electricity to do stuff. It's I don't have it pulled up, and I don't want to, you know, I'm gonna get details wrong if I try to explain it, but like, sometimes you just find weird things. Or that the pillar is better known. This pillar in India that never rusts. It's an iron pillar. It's like that shouldn't exist. That's ancient. How did they make that? I find that kind of stuff endlessly fascinating.
Let us bide our time.
Sadly, most people seem, well, not most people, but the people who are interested in that kind of stuff, a lot of them want to jump to things like aliens and stuff. And I'm like, no, that's not. Okay, yes, it's theoretically possible, but it's very unlikely. A far more likely explanation is just the ancient peoples knew how to do things. And then they died off. Lost technology. Alright, here it is. This is the troll we couldn't fight back when. Actually, we've rediscovered Damascus steel. We actually rediscovered Damascus steel, and there's a Japanese guy who rediscovered how to make katanas. like the old method for making katanas.
Do not hold back.
You know how they're so proud of their ancient super katanas that are like nothing that can be made today, supposedly. I mean, not really, but kinda. Well, a Japanese guy figured out how it was done, and it was,
Stab their backs.
I believe it involved just a ridiculous amount of polishing the blade.
This will hurt!
During the forging process and after. My gosh, this thing is going to take us apart if it gets close.
Smear them.
Okay. I'll summon a puppy.
Yes.
Surprise puppy. I will... Tasha's hideous laughter? Okay, both my Eidolons are down. Okay.
Let the attack commence.
Okay. I'ma make another puppy.
Yes.
I just need to buy a little bit more time.
You should have run!
Crap. Okay, that was a misplay. I can beat this thing, I think. I made the same mistake twice. I'm too distracted by all this awesome conversation. Okay, I need to focus on this fight. I can beat this thing. I know I can. I have all the tools that I need. I have everything I need. I know I can beat you. Alright, so it's gonna swat these two like they're nothing, but I need to keep my archers further back. I knew I needed to step back 5 feet. I just
Entertainment.
didn't. I should have. Okay.
Out of my way.
Arrows in your butt. Alright, let's not underestimate you. They discovered something like weird nanocarbon tubes in the steel. How could they have put
Strike us
nanocarbon tubes? That seems an unlikely thing that they could have had. But hey, who knows? Maybe they did. I'm open to the possibility.
You're
That would give it a lot of strength, but only in one direction. Nanocarbon fibers are interesting.
Like you.
This will hurt!
Alright, dead.
A solid plan.
Not at all surprised.
hold back.
Snaky!
Let the attack commence.
I'll loot your corpse.
Come on, guys.
Smear them.
Stop missing. Come on, guys. Ooh.
Forwards!
Snake got really lucky.
We shall overcome.
Oh yeah, no, fortifications went crazy in the Middle Ages.
Stab their backs.
There's a whole school of thought that fortifications are tactically a mistake. But like I said, I personally disagree with that.
This spell works.
Surprise acid! Okay, there we go. Oh, what did we fight over? Oh, is it a girdle of gender change? Oh, okay, giant strength. Freaking Baldur's Gate. They put it in your path as like one of the first things you encounter, but you'd have to go to town to identify it. And it's funny seeing new players fall for it. They're just like, oh hey, magic item. They put it on. It's like, no, what are you doing? It's cursed, you fool. Now you can't use that belt slot until you get an expensive remove curse to get it off. Boop. Alright, +1 to my damage with my ranger. I guess that was worth coming out here for. A light crossbow. Couldn't get me a heavy crossbow. Oh, whatever. It's +1. I'll use it. Maybe once in a while I'll actually hit something now.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, the katana is interesting.
They should have known better.
Just regular katanas. So, people think the katana is like the greatest sword ever. The katana's a good sword. A really good sword in context of ancient Japan. Or even medieval Japan. But it's not like the ultimate be-all, end-all blade. But it's so in Japan they didn't have much iron. Like, you notice they weren't wearing a bunch of iron armor. They just didn't have a lot of metal. So they took what they had and they had a specific refinement process that they could make it. Basically, the whole idea of the katana, there's different qualities of steel, different grades, and different parts. So the softer steel is on the back, so you can block with the back of the blade without chipping it. And the edge is like super hardened steel that will cut ridiculously well, but it's super brittle and will chip. And
Strike as one.
actually, the shape has more to do with the forging process that ends up with that curve. But the curve has its uses too. Like, it's an extremely good cutting weapon that will slice through well, pretty much anything that the Japanese had for armor.
Death awaits.
Fairly well. It's about as good a cutting implement as you could make. About as perfect as you could get it. That said, a katana's wouldn't be so good if your opponent was wearing chainmail. It would have a problem getting through most kinds of mail that was metal. Brigandine, the plate mail that we see in every fantasy. That wouldn't... The katana would not work against full plate mail. It wouldn't cut. Whereas the Western weapons were designed specifically to deal with armor a lot of the time. Like, and usually they were made with spring steel, which means that they can bend and will get back into its original shape. Because the armor was completely different. So while the katana was like the perfect sword in the context of Japan, it wouldn't have actually been the perfect sword for Europe. If you're fighting someone with full plate mail, you either want a freaking mace or you want a knife. If somebody's wearing full plate mail and you're brawnier than them, you can tackle them. You just straight up tackle them and then just start stabbing them through gaps in their armor. Plate mail is ridiculously good. Absurdly good defense. But, it doesn't make you invincible. That it does not. Katana was more of a sidearm than a main weapon. Yeah, the yari, the spear. Oh, bows. I wouldn't say that was a common weapon for the samurai. Like, 10% of their population was samurai. Like, can you imagine 1 in 10 people are in your military, or at least in the military caste? It was a ridiculously large number. And they also had peasants that would use spears and stuff too. Archery was a big deal in Japan. A handful of skilled archers could turn a battle, because again, they didn't have good armor. They didn't really use shield tactics either. Not the way they did in pretty much every other culture. you didn't have shield walls and stuff. So archery was insanely deadly, actually. And they were good at it. Yeah. I think I need to explore around this way. Maybe I need to go back into my capital and see if I can claim more territory. Yeah, they did. They didn't have good iron. They found a really good forging process, but it tended to make the iron brittle. I feel like I should have been able to use the trading post to make that my city for the outskirts. I couldn't, though. I don't know why.
I feel tired.
Nobody gave me that option. Overgrown pool? Freshly felled trees. Freshly felled trees. Who is here, I wonder? We've got a ruined watchtower. We still got to go to the verdant chambers. We do have that thing for the one person wants to go to over there. I feel like I'm traveling too much. Let's hit this in the ford. We'll then visit our keep. We'll then come back around and try to hit these. Oh yeah, I was supposed to visit this at a specific time. Hold on, what does the journal say about that? Oh my gosh, this is too many quests, guys. I brought you your fangberries! Doggone it, he won't join me, and I already gave him those. I already explored that cave. We'll go back and look again. I need more positions, yeah. Okay, here it is. Here it is. John and Tristan wish to talk about something extremely important. Next development is in 16 days. Okay, we've got 16 days till that happens. Alright, let's go in here and see what horrors lie in this place.
March, march. All I do is march.
Yeah, Nobunaga. Well, there was the most famous battle for the Japanese. Ah, crap, what's the name of it? It's the one... I grew up with Shingen, the ruler, where you play the Takeda clan. Except you do use guns, which they didn't. But anyway, the most famous battle in Japanese history was... you had these clans using Western tactics, and then you had the Takeda clan, the one clan that insisted on using traditional Japanese tactics, and I think they all died. But they stood and they fought and they killed so many of the enemy that was using guns against them and Western tactics. And it was heroic. But they all died, so, I mean, you know. Oh. Well, this isn't the sinister thing I was expecting. I've got just a bunch of lumberjacks. A group of hardy people with axes, most likely lumberjacks, are menacing a fragile Nixie. Oh, okay. Two lumberjacks stand before her, relaxed and disconnected. The lead lumberjack shakes her fist at the Nixie and yells, "Let them go, you swamp freak! If you don't, I'll burn your rotten grove to the ground, on my word!" "You're the freak, so my name is Melise, thank you very much. If you keep being rude like this, I'll just drown these jumbos in the lake, understand?" Noticing, the lead lumberjack grins and waves. "You there! You seem the capable sort. Interested in some coin? Name's Korax. We're loggers in the forest. We could use your help freeing our people from this Gorgon's claws." That's not a Gorgon, that's a Nixie. See, on the one hand, I don't want the Fae getting pissed off at me. If the Fae get angry at you, they'll cause problems. On the other hand, I could certainly use some lumberjacks. Musket combat. Yeah. Well, that was basically, yeah, you'd stand in a lot. The British, I think the British pioneered that. Stand up, fire, get down, reload. The line behind you stands up, fires, down. The row behind them stands up, fires. You're not trying to be accurate. You're just trying to spray bullets at the enemy. Yeah. I don't know, man. I've seen some really shitty Japanese guns. Historical pieces. Where I'm just like, ooh, that does not look like a good weapon there. But yeah. The Takeda clan disliked guns. As I mentioned that famous battle, there were holdouts who felt that it was bad. There were some clans who specifically refused the guns, but not many. Most of them used guns, because guns were effective. Yes, the bonsai charges in World War II. In fact, it was very bad. The Japanese couldn't seem to... The Japanese command could not seem to stop their soldiers from doing those charges, because the soldiers really wanted to charge up and fight with swords. Yeah. It's interesting. Nobunaga, more often than not, when you see him depicted in their fiction, they depict him as if he's a supervillain. You know what, actually, I could solve this with force, but I'm actually a persuasion build. Let's see if we can talk through this. Minding our own business, cutting trees, splitting logs, when this hag shows up out of nowhere, screeches at us, then jinxes two of us and threatens to drown them. With these fae breeding like rabbits everywhere, what's an honest, hard-working man to do? Stupid Jumbo, you're the ones who breed like rabbits, spreading into more and more space. We've lived here since forever. I've grown these trees for more than 100 years. Know them down to the tiniest leaf, and then you show up with your stupid axes and ruin everything. Okay, you've walked into somebody else's garden and started attacking it. Okay, I see. But anyone is deadly with a gun in their hands. The great equalizer. Yeah, bows actually took a lot less training than most people think they do. Although a good heavy war bow required back muscles, it was actually a strength issue more than anything to use a good bow. Let's see. Let's start with... This is... Why am I not getting to make a diplomacy skill check? I expect myself to have like 1,000,000 points in persuasion. Come on, let me do it. Oh, here we go. What is this? I'm making a persuasion! Why is persuasion not an option here? Oh, wait. No, intimidate is rolled into... okay. Intimidate is rolled into persuasion. We're good. Oh, wait, no, there's diplomacy. Okay, sorry. I saw the word... I was looking for the word persuasion. And I saw knowledge and two things that were not the word diplomacy or persuasion. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. My mistake. Oh my, it's super late. I should be going to bed. I'm going to play more. Just a little more. No, Peter. You've watched too many Hollywood movies. An arrow has... If you get hit with an arrow, you're probably dead. Think about it. In fiction, you see annoying arrows all the time stabbing into people, and they just keep going. That's not what reality is like. An arrow is a bigger, heavier object than a bullet. No joke. Okay, the bullets back then were lead balls that were pretty heavy, but still... You have this big-ass thing stabbed into you deeply. And you're living in the Middle Ages with medieval medicine. There's no antibiotics. You get hit with an arrow, you might survive, but odds aren't in your favor. You get hit with a bullet, you might survive, but, I mean... there were people who had so many bullets in their bodies that the surgeons couldn't remove up into the 1800s. Like, you could get shot over and over and over again. I think it was Old Hickory, Andrew Jackson. They used to joke he had so many bullets in him he rattled like a bag of marbles. It was something obscene. Like, look it up. Look at the obscene amount of bullets he had in his body, and he was still alive. I think an arrow is actually deadlier than most of the firearms back then. Which isn't to say I want to be hit by a lead ball. That's still deadly, but don't underestimate bows. They are very deadly weapons. They don't get enough respect in fiction. Every time you see a dainty person with thin arms wielding a bow, that's wrong. No. A war bow is wielded by a big muscular guy with really strong back muscles. And that thing, if that hits you, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Also, slings. People underestimate slings. Slings are also deadlier than you probably realize. Holy shit, deadly. They tested it on a show once, and they tested the sling, and they were like, holy crap, this thing is really, really deadly. And then they concluded that nobody could ever hit anything with the sling because it had no accuracy. And I'm like, oh, come on, guys. We know that the people who actually hunted small game with the sling knew how to hit things with the sling. It just requires a skill that nobody in modern times has, so you couldn't find anyone who could use it. Anyway, diplomacy, go. Surprise! Elise makes a scary face. She starts to web hands, blah, blah, blah. Alright, it's not like we were dead set on this grove in the first place. If she gives us back our people, we'll leave the basin, please. But what if I want these trees harvested for my city? That's fine, it's her garden. She can keep it. Oh, sure, and who's gonna bring back my trees then? They come here, smash everything in sight, and then they just leave? No deal! Fix what you broke! Then maybe I'll let them go. Who are gonna put the trees back together? That's right. Hold on, let me go call a druid. Or maybe I'll just intimidate you. Stinky, mean, stupid jumbos! I made a Nixie cry. But I saved 2 lives. After the church, mandatory practice for bow for men. Yeah, the British were particularly known for their love of their longbows. There was a quote from a king: if you want to train an archer, start with his grandfather. I don't know, I have a lot of respect for the Japanese bows. The Japanese bows were not designed to pierce heavy armor. Again, the Japanese had armor, but it wasn't metal armor. So that everything about their weapon technology was designed for something to deal with a specific kind of armor. And this is something everyone always has to remember: is there is no perfect weapon in history. There are many weapons that are perfect for the moment that they existed in. But if you brought them into a different situation, they'd be the wrong weapon suddenly. So, and usually polearms were, like most of history, the best weapon was some brand of polearm, like almost always. That's just, polearms are just good. The further you keep the enemy away from you, the better. And when you're in tightly packed ranks, it's just the best thing. Oh, thank you kindly. I was already thinking there's gonna be blood. Chaotic evil. Attack the lumberjacks! What? No! These are my citizens! Wow, $400. That's... thanks, I guess. Yeah. Lining up in formations. As for slings, the Hussites were basically using farm equipment to destroy knights. A surprising amount of farm equipment and tools ended up being used through history as weapons. Real surprising amount. Oh shit! Whoa there! Whoa! 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 I don't know if the nuke is the perfect weapon. It depends. If you need to remove a city, then I guess. But it has a lot of problems. All that fallout and ickiness, if you want to conquer. As a person who plays a lot of Civ as a conqueror, I think nukes are like the worst thing ever and go out of my way to try my best to prevent them from existing any way I can. Yeah. I like to own cities. The nuke makes the cities disappear. I do not like that. Now, you never see the freaking neutrino bomb in anything. That's because they were never used in warfare. But if you gave me the neutrino bomb in Civ, oh, what a horrible, unethical, and terrible weapon. I would totally use that thing in my conquests. Alright, let me see. A freaking dire wolf. I don't know about this one, guys. Maybe. I have no idea how I match up against this thing. Alright. Well...
We should move.
I do things? Something's wrong with the spell
Together
here.
we stand. I stand ready.
I shall not fail.
Our time has come.
Strumming.
Badoop. I will not falter.
Badoop.
May I see your entrails,
Alright, here we go.
please?
I mean, yeah, there's a whole balance of... There's a whole world of diplomatic implications from just nuclear weapons existing. It's possible that they've prevented a lot of wars just by their existence.
A solid plan.
I'll loot your corpse.
This will hurt.
That frog is not going to last any length of time at all.
Do not hold back.
Holy crap, the dire wolf just went down!
Out of my way!
Oh, well. That went well. The little dogs and frogs I summoned didn't even die.
The path is clear.
I
Oh, hey, a stump.
spy. What
A
do
stump
I
that happens to be
spy?
filled with gold coins and pearls. Ah, yes, the stump pearl. Well known that stump clams populate regions like this.
I'll go
They're
ahead.
drawn to lakes. Oh dear, proxy wars aren't a new thing. There was, for most of European history, they didn't. The world powers agreed not to let Germany exist. Is the shortest explanation I can give. And so Russia, France, Britain, like a bunch of the powers, were constantly ripping apart the area that we now know as Germany. Just wrecking the place with proxy wars. They're just like, oh yeah, sure, we don't like that place. We'll fight all of our wars there. Yeah. Snyder could give you an earful on the history of that. Oh yeah. The dire animals are prehistoric animals. So, we know that, you know, they'll... So you've got... I think there's a dire tiger that's basically some variant of saber-toothed tiger kind of thing. Dire bat is a surprisingly useful summon. Just a big-ass bat. It's bigger than you think it is. When you read the stats, you're like, is it... You put it on the table, and you're like, was it really that big? Holy crap, its wingspan is ridiculous. Yeah. Dire animals are just basically prehistoric animals. They're cool. I like them. But not as cool as dinosaurs! I mean... Yeah, as a druid, you could turn into a fire elemental. Or you could turn into a velociraptor. Yeah. Yeah, that whole area, Poland, Czechoslovakia, all that stuff, that whole region was just, man, they had some rough times in history. Russia has a rough history. Spain had a hard history, man.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Oh, crap. Then again, if you go far enough back, you'll find pretty much everywhere had their times. Oh, what is this? A kobold hiding behind a waterfall, guarded by wolves. What have I stumbled upon? Ha! Yep. I've seen it a few times. My personal favorite. Let's see. There was one in... I think there was one in the Dresden Files. I believe, unless I'm mixing things up. There was this one set of books about, was it Becca Cooper? Anyway, there was another one with a bunch of dinosaurs being rezzed as skeletons. And, of course, in Parasite Eve 1, you get to see the Natural History Museum get, that goop that was an audience gets turned into, goes onto the skeletons and becomes dinosaurs. Oh, the kobolds are attacking the wolves. Okay.
We shall overcome.
Sure, why not? Huh. Okay.
Stab their backs.
Yeah. I like the Dresden Files. I think I'm like one book shy of having read them all. I think he hasn't put out a book in like forever.
Strike!
But I really liked the Fury series. Calderon's Fury, that whole series that he did. So if you haven't read them, the author of the Dresden Files does a fantastic series. I believe he was challenged to make it because he was saying any idea can be made into a good story, and somebody challenged him. Oh yeah, and they listed a bunch of stuff he hated personally to make a good story out of those, and then he made it, and it's amazing. Very good epic fantasy. But it's an epic fantasy. You know what? I don't want to spoil anything about it. I don't. It's better if you don't know anything about the components going into it. The first book is okay. You're like, okay, this is all right. And then as it goes on, it just becomes better and better. It's one of those kind of series that just builds as it goes.
May I see your entrails, please?
They're still fighting. Codex of Alara, yeah.
Split you in half.
Ah, well, that depends on your magic system. which magic system are we talking about?
Attack!
In D&D, it's actually fascinating how the necromancy, the raising of the dead, works. So, ghosts and things are one thing. But if you're talking about just a zombie, do you know how a zombie works in Dungeons & Dragons? It's completely not probably what you're expecting.
Don't hold back!
So, there's a plane of negative energy. Different editions give it different names, but it's the plane of negative energy to me, because that's what I was introduced to it as. So, basically, I don't want to get too much into the cosmology, but the negative energy plane is a real bad thing to get anywhere near. Because if you go to the negative energy plane, the entire plane is trying to eat you. Like, it's just sucking the life out of you. Even if you had the protection spells to protect you from it, it's really hard to get back out of. Like, it's way harder to get out of than most DMs realize. Because the plane, it's the negative energy plane, and it wants to eat all of the spells. Anything you use to try to get out of it is going to try to eat the energy. And so it's a real pain in the ass to escape. But if you die there, your soul can't escape the place. You're just stuck there. And this has happened to countless sentient beings over the ages. They've ended up with their souls trapped in this horrible place that pretty much drains everything out of them, so that they're just mad, gibbering things that no longer really are what they were. Like, it's consumed everything. They're just husks wandering this endless void. And there's some creepy shit in the plane of negative energy. There is some really creepy shit in there that you'll just stumble upon. Cities that were sucked in, this giant sphere with disturbing writing on it, disturbing implications. But when a necromancer decides he wants to animate a skeleton or a zombie, what he actually does is he drags one of those spirits from the negative energy plane to the material plane and puts it in the skeleton and has that thing animated. But there's a problem. See, these spirits, they are completely... they've spent who knows how many millennia in this dark void of just garbage. Oh, anything living that enters their plane, they all swarm it. They all swarm it and try to eat it if they see it, because that's just the way it is. You're so much warmth and heat and life and light that you're like this giant blazing bonfire that everything can see. Assuming you don't have good protection spells in place to hide you, which you should. I believe protection from negative energy hides you, as well as all the other stuff you need. But anyway, these spirits, when they're dragged into the mortal plane, it is madness for them. It is too bright. It is too warm. It is too much for them to handle. And especially living things. They just attack living things. They just attack living things. It's not even a question of good or evil. It's just like they're trying to put out these fires. I don't know how, it's difficult to even put yourself in the headspace of these things. If the necromancer knows what he's doing, he's going to be controlling that undead and making it do what he wants. But it's not happy. It is extremely unhappy and suffering by being drawn into this. Not that it was exactly happy in the negative plane of energy either, but anyway, that's, anything about undead turning on their masters, that's why! Turning undead is actually just a blast of positive energy. And it's too much. It's much too much. It just breaks them. Sends what's left of them shrieking back into the darkness. So, that's your basic zombies and your basic skeletons. And why necromancers are generally considered evil, because well, I mean, what
Everything has
they're
a
doing is
price.
kind of pretty evil, actually. It's not even a question of this is unnatural. It's a question of you just dragged this spirit in and are basically torturing it now by forcing it to do your bidding as your slave. So, you know, and that's only the beginning of undead. The story of undead goes and goes and goes with all the different types being different things. Most of it is pretty messed up shit. I mean, what do you expect? You're dealing in necromancy. You're not expecting warm, happy fuzzies. You don't become a necromancer because you want to give everyone hugs.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
Yeah, I need to go to bed. I do. I want to play more. I want to go to the watchtower. I want to see the verdant chambers. I want to find out what's up with the disc. We haven't even leveled up today. I want to build my civilization. But I'm going to have to go to bed. We're going to go over here. I'm going to poke around. But yeah, I love the D&D monsters. I think their wizards are really, I love the spellcasting wizards. It's why I think it really is what just 4th edition, man. They just ruined the spellcasters. I know, so some people out there are going to be 4th edition fans, and if you like the game, hey, you know, it seems like a well-balanced system, and I get that. Oh, what's this? Grace, I fear there's another matter that requires your attention. There have been reports, many of them from settlements across the Gnarl Marches. There are trolls in the forest. Hordes. Oh my gosh, you know how much trouble we had killing one troll? Rumors claim they're more than typical savage beasts. They almost seem to show reason and tactics. They form groups, attack all at once, plunge the villages, and carry away the peasants. Even stranger, kobolds have been spotted among their ranks. And usually they would be attacked on sight. I'm not certain any of this is reliable. Fear builds mountains out of molehills. Some of the rumors even say these trolls carried torches and burned down houses, seemingly unafraid of open flames. It's entirely possible the rest of the reports could be exaggerated as well. The common folk will hardly heed any simple exhortation. Someone will need to go to the Gnarl Marches and investigate the matter. I was considering the matter when it hit me. What if I just sent my liege in by him, to deal with this? Does that sound good? Don't we have a military? No. I want you to go into the troll lands. And, don't worry about your throne. I'll take care of things. Just go to certain doom, please. I don't know. I'm actually kind of neutral evil, but, I'm tend more towards lawful since I'm a ruler. Chaotic seems like a bad kind of ruler, bad way to run a land. I think being a baron is shifting him towards law alignment. Thank you, Your Grace. When you decide to go, please remember that, I know how trolls are killed. Troll trouble.
Trolls who didn't fear fire?
Trolls who don't fear
terrible
fire?
and
My
dangerous
gosh.
and terribly...
Do they have the fire subtype? Or are they scrags? Sea trolls are interesting. They only regenerate if they're submerged in salt water. I think scrags are way more interesting than regular trolls. But you never see scrags in any games. Oh, you met an artisan. You'll find one in every region. Having your own artisan is troublesome and expensive. Okay. Great. Every artisan will ask you for a favor, but as soon as you fill the quest, a workshop blueprint will appear in the settlement. The artisan with a workshop receives payment from the treasury. Okay. Will they outfit my military and give me a military bonus? Every artisan you hire will eventually request your help in creating a special item. Complete their special quest to unlock a masterpiece. You mean a masterwork item? Wow. Boy, do I feel incentivized now. Economy +2. I better sort out this merchant thing. Ah! Good, good. Excellent news. Alright. I need to find those. What is this? A recurring dream has recently been again? Didn't we do the nightmare thing once already? You're gonna do it again? He sees valiant heroes entering ancient ruins to descend under the ground, never to return. Their faces show stern resolve, their lips pinched thin. An angry red sun follows the heroes into the darkness, casting its fleeting evening rays upon them. Just before waking, the Baron hears a faint whisper. Come to me. I await you here in the tenebrous depths. Okay. Apparently everybody has my phone number. My dream number. My sleep number? No, wait, that's what that mattress company uses for their advertisements. That can't be what it's called. Anyway, everybody knows where to find me and invade my dreams. Oh yeah, I never got that spear from that stupid undead. Yeah, well, whatever. If you have chaotic laws and you obey them, yes, you would be lawful. A true law-aligned person doesn't care, well, they might care, but it doesn't matter how erratic the laws are. A true lawful person will obey the laws, even if they make no damn sense. If you tell them they have to wear a banana peel every time they leave the house, they're going to put a banana peel on their head every time they leave the house. And they're not worried about whether or not you catch them. They are lawful. That said, most people are not that extreme. Very few people are that extreme in their lawfulness. Most people are neutral. Even being lawful doesn't mean that you're absolutely going to follow the letter of the law at all times. It just means that you usually try to follow the law, even when you don't have to. Like, you don't go out, you know, you go out of your way to follow the law. A lawful person will not jaywalk. A lawful person will follow all traffic laws. But if a lawful person is transporting somebody who's horrifically injured to the hospital, they will start breaking traffic laws because of necessity. Even though they're lawful aligned, they can break laws sometimes. But you do have, it is possible to have extremists. And that's the thing, the alignment system should be more of a spectrum. There should be values of like 1 to 100 for where you are in each value, but that's too complicated for a tabletop game. It would be much too complicated for a tabletop game to have such a system. So instead, it's a little bit vague, it's a little bit nebulous, there's some wiggle room. It's like, okay, yeah, you're law-aligned. Breaking, jaywalking once because of a necessity is not going to change the fact that you're still lawful. However, if you start, breaking laws left and right, and chaotic people actively dislike law. If you tell them to do something, if you made a law that says do not put a banana peel on your head, a chaotic person might put a banana peel on their head just to stick it to you, just to show, you don't tell me what to do. Anyway, this is a simple explanation for law versus chaos axis, and good versus evil, you probably know. again, I refer to an earlier rant I gave. In D&D, good and evil are forces. They exist. They're not subjective. They are not subjective in D&D. This is important to remember. You can't look at a devil and go, well, no, he's evil. There's literally, holy water will literally burn him. Literally burn him, because it's not a subjective value in the world of D&D. It's a literal force. So, yeah. Good acts are good acts objectively, and evil acts are evil acts objectively. And if something seems in the middle, if something seems somewhere in the middle, then it's probably not a good or an evil act. It's probably just something that's, neutral. Some people may have opinions on things, but that doesn't change cosmic forces. So, that's just the game system, guys. That's just the way it is. The way it be. If a law say, kill everyone you meet, lawful will kill and chaotic will not kill. Again, that's super extreme. That's super extreme. It's hard for me to fathom a situation where such a law could arise. Now, I'm going to tell you something else about lawful people. If your ruler is creating laws like that, you can depose them. As a law-aligned person, you can just be like, okay, see that guy over there who's declaring that we need to kill everyone we meet? He's gone insane. We're going to depose that guy, okay? that law is invalid because that ruler is invalid because we are now deposing him. Again, you could have extremists. Extremists do exist. You could have somebody so extreme in their belief in the law. You could have, I think of Javert. I think of that, the leader of the Skybreakers in the Stormlight Archive. I think of a few characters who truly believe in the law, and the law can never be wrong. And it's like, okay, yeah, those are extremists. They might do extreme and crazy things. Yeah. Anyway, I'ma go to bed. I like the alignment system in D&D. I actually really appreciate it, the way it's built. It adds a lot to the game. I think it adds a ton. What I didn't like is when 4th edition was first released. I have the core rule booklet. I still can't believe this. I actually asked one of the developers what was up with it. They just didn't say anything. I was at a convention. They just refused to answer. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think that guy liked it either. It said the alignments were lawful good, neutral, evil, chaotic evil, and that was it. Where's chaotic good? It's not in the system. Where's lawful evil? Not a thing. Where's lawful neutral? Not a thing. Chaotic neutral? Not a thing. What? I still cannot believe the book shipped with that as the alignment system. I also have a really, really old first ed book, like the original book. It only goes from levels 1 to 3. The dwarf and the elf, those were classes. If you played, you could play a fighter, you could play a mage, you could play a thief, you could play a dwarf. Not a dwarven fighter, not a dwarven thief, no, a dwarf. That's what you're playing. Anyway, back then, They only had lawful, neutral, and chaotic. They didn't have good and evil. They just went law to chaos. That was the original system, apparently. Yeah. It's a fun book. There would have been 2 other books that I don't have. The second book would have been levels 4 to 6, and the last book would have been levels 7 to 9. That's how they divided the game back then. Oh man, I think I gave that away to a friend. Oh, I don't have it anymore. Yeah, I gave it away as a Christmas or birthday. I don't know, some occasion. But no, that was cool, man. Ah. Yeah. Yes. And that gets into whether you're following the spirit of the law or the letter of the law, but usually it's considered that law-aligned people are following the letter of the law, especially lawful evil people. Lawful evil people love to find loopholes. They love to do that kind of thing. Lawful evil tends to be more of your tyranny kind of thing. I find lawful evil to be one of the most interesting character just alignments. That one can be fascinating because there's so many different ways to roleplay it. Chaotic good can be kind of fun too, but you know, you're gonna be just somebody who's running around for fighting for freedom. So you know. Anyway, I go bed now. Until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Tomorrow is Caster of Magic. I'm debating with myself whether or not to give that save file one more try before starting a new game. I don't know.